I don't know why I checked wear watch. Oh, there he is. There he is. Mr. Malone. Hey man. How you doing? A little busy right now. What's going on?
I mean, apparently, I've been trying to get a hold of you for like 2 hours now.
Yeah, I apologize. We've just been kind of preparing for a matchup today, and Michael Arnoni versus Michael Muha. It's going to be a good matchup today, so I've just kind of been focused on that.
Well, that's the reason I'm calling. I need another matchup here, ASAP.
Okay. Yeah. We're a little backlogged at the moment. We've got matches coming up and things that we already have planned. So maybe we can get you in there probably mid to late August with a match. Is that cool?
Mid to late August. I'm thinking maybe this week, maybe this weekend. Who who's prioritized above me for a match? I don't understand.
Well, it's just, people who you are sitting at 0-2, people do keep winning on the other side. So we have to prioritize those winners. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's the cheapest 0-2 ever. You got Mike Arnoni, who uses a podcast to get his answers, and then you have Boatman, the manager, and Caleb, or whatever that kid's name is.
Right.
That's why I'm 0-2. It's two acts of cheating. It's
Um, I hear what you're saying. And we will. I do have an actual real lawyer here. So maybe we can go over that together. Maybe review some tape and see what the deal is there.
is that is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Did you have any? Did you have any other questions before I let you go and get on to this matchup here? Are we?
Before you let me go, dude, I've been literally trying to get a hold of you for hours. Like, when's the matchup for me? Like, we need to get, like, Chase, I'm the draw.
You're the draw of
I'm the draw of the league. People tune in to see me, man. Like, look at the viewers. Like, I get more viewers than most people. I feel like, this is about views, right? I mean, get me on there.
Yeah, man. Gonna take it all into consideration. Gonna talk to the lawyer. Gonna, talk to the team, see what's going on, and maybe we'll figure something out for you. But we gotta wrap this up, man. We got that Arnoni versus Muha match coming up right now. So I mean,
So you're hanging up? I mean,
yeah,
you got two cheaters. You got Muha, who something's up there, and then you have Arnoni, who obviously cheats. So
I mean, man, we got to do what we got to do at this point. So if that's it, I'm gonna have to let you go.
So you're hanging up on me?
Yeah, I gotta hang up. Oh boy.
KQV FM Pittsburgh.
Well, obviously, Caleb Malone had a lot to say, but before we address that, welcome everybody back to the Cheap Seats movie trivia on the Cheap Seats Network. My name is Chase Brown, and I'm here with Evan Boffman today on the desk. Evan, how you feeling, man?
You know what, Chase? I gotta admit, man, I'm feeling a little better after seeing that Caleb Malone promo right there. I have to admit, I kind of side with a lot of what he said. When you're sitting at that winless record, you got a lot of drive to get back in it. So, just saying, do not hold those people down too long. Might come back to bite you.
I understand what you're saying, Evan, and I surely don't want to get bit. But listen, man, we usually use this time in the show to tell people where they can find us and this and that and plug things. But I don't want to do that today. I want to get right into this competition because I think that today is going to be something special, and I don't think we should waste any sort of time, Evan. Tell the people what kind of matchup we've got today.
Chase, we have a huge matchup in this league. We have the number one ranked competitor in the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia League, Michael Muha, going up against the number 3 ranked competitor here on Cheap Seats Movie Trivia, Mike Arnoni. 2 powerhouses in the league, Chase. I can't wait for it, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for this match. You know, it's been a while since Michael Muha has competed on the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia. He's been gone for a little bit of time, you know, but I respect the fact that he's been so diligent and he's wanted to come back. I mean, I've seen some Bane gifts popping up from Michael Muha. I mean, he's ready to get back in there. He's ready to play the game, and he wants it all. And I understand. I understand what's going on. I look at Michael Muha, and I can only compare him to Mike Tyson. He wants it. He wants to fight. He wants to come in here. He wants the knockouts. He wants the technical knockouts. He wants to show what he could do. Mike Tyson had 15 fights the first year of his professional career. It wasn't until the late 90s when we saw him maybe slow down and only take a couple of fights a year, maybe 2 or 3 fights a year. And then, you know, only taking 1 fight in 97 because he, you know, bit someone's ear off. But I don't think that's going to be the situation with Michael Muha today. I think he's calm, collected. I think he knows what he wants. And I think that he's ready to come in here, keep serving up, and keep showing the people what he can do. Now, on the other hand, we do have Mike Arnoni, who has come in here and surprised us. Maybe a Buster Douglas, if I do say so myself. I mean, who knows what is going to happen today? Is this going to be Tokyo Dome in 1990? I don't know. But all I know is that Mike Arnoni, like I said before he had his first match here on the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia, the guy's hungry. He knows what he wants, and he's ready to come in here too. I mean, Mike plays coy. He likes to play calm. He likes to be cool. I respect that about him. But he knows a lot too. So don't let that stop you from thinking that this is going to be a slobber knocker, because I'm hoping that's exactly what it is, Evan.
Chase, I think you summed that up perfectly. You use the analogies comparing these guys to boxers, and what has Michael Muha has missed in his time away is we've had a couple more legends seem to enter the league right now. More people are watching this. More people are paying close attention to the performances from both of these competitors today being ranked at the top of this league. So is there some pressure? Absolutely. Let's see how both of these guys react and, you know, perform to these high expectations. We had Adam versus Mike Arnoni, really classic match. Match. Can Mike live up to this? And can Michael Muha, you know, step in the role of Adam Koska and, you know, perform just like he did? You know, I think we're in for a special one today, Chase. And without further ado, I think we should get these boys in here and get this rolling.
Let's go ahead and get this rolling, Evan. You are exactly right about the circumstances ahead of us today. The landscape has changed in the league. It will be forever changing from this moment on out, I believe. Okay, let's see what we can do today. Let's introduce the men into the competition today. Introducing first, sitting at a record of 2 wins in 1 loss with 1 technical knockout, Mike Arnoni. We got Mike Arnoni joining us today.
Yeah, Mike.
Hello, gentlemen.
Mike, you heard us talk about you at the beginning here. You were compared to Buster Douglas even. How are you feeling going into this match today?
Feeling good. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You know, I face Adam and then Michael Muha. You know, it's like I start off, Caleb's 0-2. Jordan, what's he have? 1 win, I think. So it's like, then I'm thrown to the wolves, but you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready today. I'm feeling good. Feeling real good.
Mike, you talked a little bit about, you know, the other competitors in this league, and speaking about your last match with Adam Koska, do you think that experience is going to help you today against Michael Muha?
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, it was just that second round. The wheel just really did not like me last time. Hopefully, you know, I went on different websites, spinning wheels, and try to get the, you know, odds in my favor, trying to figure out mathematically any type of, you know, probabilities and stuff. So I think I worked out an equation, and I'm going to get comedies today.
Okay, Chase, he's going to control the spin of the wheel. We haven't heard that
Listen,
before.
If you
Listen,
can see my
you gotta-
camera glitching, I mean, I'm in.
A beautiful mind it is. I mean, we can see that Mike Arnoni is definitely here to play. I mean, if he's using equations to get the wheel to spin in his favor from the flick of my fingertip, I don't know, man. It's going to be exciting to see. But let's go ahead and introduce his opponent today, Michael Muha, sitting at a record of 3 wins, 0 losses, with 2 technical knockouts and a knockout. We've got Michael Muha joining the program.
Love it. Love it.
We've got cat petting and all here. Michael Muha, you're back. You're back on the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia. How are you feeling today? How are you both feeling today, I should say?
He's not too happy. This is one of my 4 cats named Hamilton. Hi, Hammy. I'm feeling good. It's been a while. But I'm glad to be back on the Cheap Seats. I am the number 1 player, I guess, right now, and I know that Chase has recruited some heavy hitters to this group, but I'm ready to go. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm just fantabulous. I'm so glad to be here. I'm the Mike Tyson of the Cheap Seats, and I'm just doing what I know. I actually have a better impression. I have an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Hello, how are you? I'm the governor of California. Yes. Get to the chopper. Get down from there. Dominic, get down from there.
Pretty good.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Listen, those impressions might help out Michael Muha today here if he can keep that up. We'll see, but maybe Stallone and Schwarzenegger from the 70s and 80s. Maybe that's a better parable for today. Evan, what do you got from Mr. Muha?
Mr. Muha, here's the big question on my mind is, do you think that long extended layoff, no movie trivia, nothing, do you think that's going to affect you today? You think there's going to be a little bit of ring rust on you today?
No. Next question.
Okay.
Damn.
Chase, so for this introduction, hey, we've had glitches, we've had impressions, we got pussycats on the screen. I think it's about time we get this movie trivia match rolling.
Evan, that is a good idea. Let's not waste any more time here. Evan, if you could, go ahead and get the rule boy, because it's time for him to read the rules for round number 1.
As Rihanna would say, come on, rule boy, could you give it up? Here we go. 6 questions in this round, and they're in random categories are given to both of you. You have 15 seconds to write down your answers. The answers must be said aloud when you show the camera. All questions are worth 1 point, and a perfect round triggers a 1-point bonus question. The seat rule is in play here, and you can ask for repeats 3 times in today's match, as well as challenges. If your first challenge is successful, you are granted a second one.
Absolutely. Challenges have been used in this game before. Michael Muha using one himself, being rewarded the challenge and getting another one. And make sure, guys, your repeats, they're available as well. So, Evan, I'll go to the competitors. Michael Muha, are you ready for today's competition?
I am. Let's go.
Mike Arnoni, are you ready for today's competition?
Yes, I found my Sharpie. I'm ready to go.
Chase, he's gonna be sniffing it all the way to victory today, he hopes. Let's go.
Let's see what we can huff out of this. All right, guys, we're ready for this round of the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia. Let's get into it.
All right, boys, we're gonna go with the first question here. This question comes in the category of comedies. What is the name of the 70s basketball team that is the primary focus of the movie Semi-Pro?
Evan, your father coached us both in basketball.
He did. Yes, he did. It was great to have him when he was 5th and 6th grade, I believe, that he coached us. And I thought he was a great coach. Taught me a lot of fundamentals.
And 5.
I get a repeat.
4.
Michael Muha is using a repeat right away. No problem. Here we go. Question is in the category of comedies. What is the name of the 70s basketball team that is the primary focus of the movie Semi-Pro? Early repeat there, Chase.
Good use for the repeat.
We gotta use it.
It seemed like Arnoni wrote pretty fast there. So we'll see if he knows the answer getting here. But yeah, good use of the repeat. And you're absolutely right about your father. I mean, he did teach some good fundamentals. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Pens down, gentlemen. We're going first to Muha.
I have no idea. I thought they were from Flint, but I have no clue.
They were from Flint, but we didn't get the full name. Mike, what'd you have?
The Flint Tropics.
The Flint Tropics is correct for 1 point. Michael Arnoni goes up 1-0 after the first question.
Jackie. Moo. Oh, I made that.
All right, guys, moving on to question number 2. This is in the category of classics. Disney's first animated feature has jealousy, a wicked queen, and a group of miners hiding out in a cottage. Name the movie.
Chase, have you ever hung out in a cottage?
I have hung out in a cottage. I think cottages are nice. I think they're kind of underrated, if I'm going to be honest.
I agree. I've hung out in some cottage too. Some cottage cheese.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. We're going first to Mike Arnoni.
Sleeping Beauty.
That is incorrect. Muha, what'd you have?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is correct. You got to throw those dwarfs in there. You can't forget about them. The score is tied 1-1. Getting into question number 3.
All right, guys. Question number 3 comes in the category of sports movies. Who plays quarterback Shane Falco in The Replacements?
Did you ever play football, Evan? I don't remember you being a football guy.
Yes, I played football. I played for 4 weeks, and the helmet hurt my head, so I quit.
Same.
Very good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. We're going to Muha.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is correct. Mike Arnoni, what'd you have?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is correct. We're tied at 2-2, gentlemen. We're tied at 2-2.
Double Keanu.
Double Keanu. Very good. All right, gentlemen. Question number 4 in the round. Category is directors. Who directed the Back to the Future trilogy?
Chase, if you could go back to the future to any point in time, what would it be?
At the earliest, 1992. I don't know.
92.
Not much flexibility for me. They're having. What about you?
You know what? I'm gonna visit 2003.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, everybody. Pens down. We're going to Arnoni.
I think I wanted to change it at the last second because I think it's wrong. I put Robert Zemeckis.
Robert Zemeckis is correct, and Muha, Robert Zemeckis is correct. You wanted to change it. It's a good thing you didn't. We remain tied 3-3.
The Zemeckis cube.
All right, guys. Question number 5 in this round. Your penultimate question comes in the category of horror thriller movies. A clown terrorizes the town of Derry, Maine in this 2017 movie.
Would you rather be terrorized by a clown or by a human person? I guess clowns are human people.
Yeah, I was
really
about to say, don't say clowns aren't humans. And
I'm sorry.
I would say I would rather be terrorized by a clown.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Such aggressive of me. Pens down, gentlemen. Going first to Michael Muha.
Stephen King's It.
Arnoni, what'd you have?
I just put It.
I think that It is I think that Stephen King's It is the formal name of the miniseries. If you would like to challenge it, that is okay.
I do.
Evan, I won't be rewarding him the point though. You're going to challenge Mike?
He is.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
He is.
Wait, so did I get it right?
Put on the movie poster.
So what I'm saying is, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Michael.
I was gonna say, is it on like a movie poster? Because I could have sworn it was on a movie poster. It said Stephen.
That's exactly what we're going to do. So just so I'm aware, your full challenge is for your answer being accepted, correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. We're going to drop you guys out real quick, and then we're going to deliberate. We'll be right back. We have just deliberated on what's going on. Michael Muha put in a challenge. The challenge was that his answer was acceptable. Stephen King's It. Evan and I both researched the web, and unfortunately, the challenge will not be accepted here. Stephen King's It formerly is the name of the miniseries. As far as the 2017 movie that was released, the only answers we could have accepted were It or It Chapter 1. So Stephen King's It is not acceptable for the question. Michael Muha does lose his challenge for the remainder of the game. And that's what we're sitting at there. So with Michael Arnoni getting that answer
He did,
correct, Evan, I believe we're sitting at 4-3 right now in
That is
Michael Arnoni's favor.
Correct, sir. That is the score. Going in the last question.
All right. Right, gentlemen, we're on to our last question here. We're on to our last question. This is in the category of comic book movies. Category is comic book movies. Who plays Superman in the 1978 film Superman? It was a good use of a challenge, Evan. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way there.
Yeah, it just sometimes semantics does matter when you're talking about answers and trivia, and unfortunately, this was one of those occurrences.
Repeat. I need more time to think. I know who it is.
For Arnoni.
Not a problem. All right, Arnoni, your question's in the category of comic book movies. Your question is, who plays Superman in the 1978 film Superman? So Arnoni takes the opportunity to do a repeat now. He got in a good position with that last question there. So if we can continue on, we'll see if he can prosper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. Pens down. We're going to Arnoni first.
I just put Christian. I don't even know if that's his first name. I know he's
Christian
paralyzed.
Is incorrect. Muha, would you have?
Christopher Reeve.
Yep.
Christopher Reeve is the correct answer. Okay, Evan. After a lot of thrills and after a challenge, even we are sitting at 4-4 after round number 1.
Yeah, Chase, we had 2 repeats and a challenge used in that round. Both competitors got 4 out of 6 questions correct. We're tied up, entering the pivotal round 2.
Absolutely, Evan. Why don't you go ahead and explain how round number 2 works in the game?
Absolutely, Chase. Each competitor is going to spin the category wheel. You're allowed to respin this wheel 1 time unless your wheel lands on opponent's choice. You'll get 4 questions in that category. Questions are worth up to 2 points. If multiple choice is requested, that value drops to 1 point. Your opponents may steal if any incorrect answer is given, and repeats and challenges are still in effect.
That is absolutely the truth, guys. Your repeats are still available here. You know how to use them. Arnoni, you're the only one with a challenge left, and multiple choice is available for any or all of the questions here. Your wheel is up. It is a tie game. The score is 4-4. Muha, you are the favorite today, so you will get to pick if you want to spin first or defer to Mike. I will read you first the full wheel.
I'll spin first.
You'll spin first? Okay. Would you like me to read you the categories before we get started?
We're good.
All right. He's good to go. We're going to spin your wheel. Are you ready, Muha?
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. Let's do it. The wheel is spinning. Famous directors.
I'll take it.
Famous directors. Okay. He's going to stick with famous directors. Evan, why don't you administer Muha his questions here for the category of famous directors?
Absolutely. All right. Muha, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Question number 1. Who made their feature directorial debut with The Virgin Suicides?
Sofia Coppola.
Sofia Coppola is correct. Muha scoring 2 early points here in round 2.
Good work there.
All right, we're going right on to question number 2. Again, category is famous directors. This director had Philip Seymour Hoffman in roles such as a boom operator, nurse, mattress salesman, and cult leader in different movies. I apologize.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson is correct again for Mr. Muha. 2 more points on the board. Chase, he is staying away from those multiple choice. He's going right at these questions.
He's stuck with it. He knows what to do. He's mowing on through. 2 questions left.
All right. Question number 3. Who directed 2007's and 2009's Halloween?
David Gordon Green.
Unfortunately, David Gordon Green is incorrect. We're going over to Mike Arnoni for the steal.
And I totally know this one. It is. I have no clue.
Rob Zombie.
Yes, the answer is Rob Zombie. No points awarded on that one. Yeah, he was quick to the draw that time, Chase, but it backfired there.
Absolutely. And Mike didn't come up with the answer either. So no steals there, but we're sitting at 8-4 with 1 question left for Muha.
All right, Muha, here's your final question in the category of famous directors. Based on a children's book, Spike Jonze directed this 2009 movie about a young boy who sails to an island filled with creatures that take him there as their king.
Where the Wild Things Are.
Where the Wild Things Are is correct. Muha scoring 6 points on his end of round 2.
Listen, Evan, Muha gets himself up to 10 points. He slipped on that one. He gunned pretty fast. He knew the answer on the back end, but that's the way the game goes for you. We're sitting at 10-4 right now with Arnoni getting up here, gearing up to spin. Mike, are you ready for your spin?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Your first spin is
Comedies.
in, round and round it goes. Famous directors we cannot give you. You get a
It's going to be comedies.
spin here. 2000s. Would you like to stick with it or would you like to spin again?
Spin again.
Oh, bold.
All right, he's using his mulligan. Whatever we land on, you have to take. Ooh, family movies. The dreaded family movies category. I think Mike got this category before. I'm not sure how he feels about it this time around. But, Mike, you're going to get 4 questions here in the realm of family movies. Family movies. All right, your first question, Mike. Category family. In Air Bud, what did Josh feed Buddy to gain his trust?
Oh, it was like a vanilla pudding snack pack or something.
Very specific and correct for 2 points.
Great movie.
Get himself up to 6 points from Mike.
Always wanted to give dogs vanilla pudding after I said that.
I apologize, Chase. He just the way he answered that. I think it's like a vanilla snack pack with some side of crackers or something, right? It's just like
very specific and very correct. All right. You got 6 points here. Moving on to question number 2. Family movies. This actress stars in movies such as Because of Winn-Dixie and Bridge to Terabithia.
Let's do multiple choice.
All right. Use this first multiple choice here. Not a problem, Mike. Is it A, Chloe Grace Moretz, B, Isabel Furman, C, Anna Sophia Robb, or D, Abigail Breslin?
I'm going to go with D.
Was that D?
Yes.
D is incorrect. Going over to Michael Muha. Muha, your options are A, Chloe Grace Moretz.
Anna Sophia Robb, C.
Anna Sophia Robb, C is correct. Muha gets one of those points back, puts himself up to 11 here. Stealing the question from Arnoni, but Arnoni's got 2 more questions left here. All right, family movies is your category, Mike. Your penultimate question. You'll find the Baudelaire siblings in this 2000s movie.
Let's do multiple choice again.
Not a problem. Is it A, The Spiderwick Chronicles, B, A Series of Unfortunate Events, C, The Polar Express, or D, The Boxcar Children?
B.
B is correct for 1 point. Mike Arnoni gives himself 7 points so far in the round. All right, very good. He's got one question left here, Evan. If he can get 2 points here, he will be only 2 points shy of Muha heading into round number 3.
Is a huge question.
Last question here. In The Sandlot, when's the only time the crew play night games?
4th of July.
That is correct for 2 points. Mike Arnoni swings hard, gets himself 9 points in the category total, or total to get himself up there. The score heading into the next round is 9-11. Evan, we've got a good one here. What's going on? What happens with round number 3?
Yeah, Chase, we got a barn burner just as we predicted in this round 3. Competitors are going to pick 3 numbers from 1 to 12, and those numbers will spawn to 3 random categories. Each you guys get 3 questions. Those questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points. No stealing, no multiple choice in this round. It's got to come from the dome. It's got to come off the top.
Absolutely, Evan. Good call. And this is a crucial moment here. We do have Michael Muha in the lead, but only by 2 points. If Mike is able to answer any of the questions we asked him correctly, he will be swinging back over to Michael, giving it his first opportunity in the Cheap Seats movie trivia to answer a 3-round question. But Muha is in the lead. So, Muha, we are going to get 3 numbers from you first, ranging from 1 to 12 in any order you'd like.
1, 7, and then 5.
Yeah. Mike Arnoni, please give us 3 numbers in the cat and ranging from 1 to 12 that are not 3, 1, 7, 1, 7, or 5.
3, 6, 9.
3, 6, 9. Okay. All right.
Been
Very
waiting to say
good.
that.
All right. We're gonna get into it. Okay. All right, everybody. Evan, do you want to administer for Mike, or do you want to administer for Michael?
I'll do for Mike, and he's first, right?
He is first with his number 3.
Okay.
Lay it
Mike,
on me.
you're ready? Okay, let's do it. Your category for this one is family movies.
I just did that.
What are the first and last names of the 2 main siblings in the Spy Kids trilogy?
Oh, no. Chase, I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. I'm not playing.
Yeah. Oh, man. I just
Soon
know
becomes
there's such important movies to you.
And 5, 4, 3.
I'm saving my repeats. I don't know it.
1. Didn't get it. No answer there. The answer we were looking for, Evan?
The answer we were looking for was Carmen and Junie Cortez. Yes.
I wouldn't have known that either. So
I've seen those movies like twice.
Spy Kids trilogy. You should see it more than twice there, Mike. Okay.
Obviously.
I've never seen it once, so
that means we have to move on, Mike, to your 3-point question here to see if you can, catapult over Muha. And you pick the number 6, and that number corresponds to 2010 films.
Okay.
The tagline of this 2010 biographical drama is, "You don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies."
The Social Network.
come on.
The Social Network is correct for Mike Arnoni. 3 points, catapulting him above Mr. Michael Muha in this round 3.
So he's got 12 thereof.
Yes, he does.
Arnoni's got 12. Muha has 11.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to answer his question correct here in order to get Mike to get his next. Okay, here it is.
Whose question is this? Is this
This
mine?
is for you, Michael Muha.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
You selected number 1.
Yeah.
This is in the category of classics.
Okay.
Your question is, this Harper Lee novel was turned into a 1962 film with Gregory Peck.
I'm a lawyer, so I should know this. It's To Kill a Mockingbird.
He is a lawyer. We didn't know he was going to get the lawyer question. The correct answer is
Rigged.
To Kill a Mockingbird. All right, very good. Muha
Kidding,
goes
no
up
kidding.
13 over 12. 13
Yes.
over 12.
So, Mike, we have to move on to your 5-point question. And I just would like to remind you, as you probably already know, if you get this one wrong, Mr. Michael Muha will win this match. Mike, are you ready?
Yeah, no pressure.
All right, here we go.
No pressure. No pressure.
You picked the number 9, and this number corresponds to 90s films. 90s films. In A Bronx Tale, after Colagrego and Jane kiss for the first time, he immediately asked her if she knows how to make what?
Just got 2 repeats left. Let's see
Yes.
if he can
Let's
pull
do
out
a
the
repeat.
He's going
All
to
right.
pull out a
First
repeat
repeat.
here. All right. Category again is 90s films.
Colosuro is the correct
Yes,
pronunciation.
there we go.
of the
Thank
word
you,
that's
Chase.
in
I was gonna
there.
ask you for that. Yes, thank you. In A Bronx Tale, after Colgero and Jane kiss for the first time, he immediately asks her if she knows how to make what? I'd like to thank my co-host for the correction and pronunciation there. I had no idea.
All right. Mike has 1 repeat left after this, but he's got a little bit more time to think about what he wants to do.
Mhm. He does.
In 5.
So let's see if that pronunciation stuck with you. Let's get another repeat that
Yeah.
way.
All right, last repeat used by Arnoni. That's the last one he has for today. So this is the last time this question will be read. 90s films is the category. In A Bronx Tale, after Collegero and Jane kiss for the first time, he immediately asks her if she knows how to make what?
Oh, man, it's been...
All right, he's used his repeats. I don't think he's going to use his challenge. Let's see
it.
what he can come up with in 5, 4, 3,
Lasagna.
2, and your winner, Michael Muha. Michael Muha wins today's competition in regular fashion for the first time.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, what was the answer?
Correct answer we were looking for was sauce. Sauce. Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking something with it,
I was
like,
thinking like spaghetti.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
had
That was-
Very
Italian.
good, guys. Very
Movie.
good.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like, what does he say when he closes the door? And I was gonna be like, now you can't leave. And I was,
You would have gotten that one. Yeah. All right, guys. But this was close competition here today. Exactly what we thought we were going to see. Exactly what we wanted to see. Evan, what do you take away from this match?
Hey guys, this was exactly as we described in the opening. You guys went to the 3rd round. Michael Muha taking the victory 13-12. And Chase, if you don't mind, I like to ask the guys a couple questions before they get out of here.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to go to the loser first, Mike Arnoni. And I don't want to call you a loser because that sounds a little too harsh. You played really, really well today. How do you feel about your performance?
kind of, I'm curious on how things would have went if I went with 2000s movies, but there are a couple questions in the family movies that, I mean, if I didn't know, it would have been like, did you even have a childhood? So, like the Sandlot one and the Air Bud one, those are 2 just like great movies from my childhood. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll get them next time. I'll be back.
Stays
I'm
humble,
I'm
Chase.
0-2 in my last 2, but my next opponent, they're fucked. Part of my French.
Cool, calm, and collected. The best 3 words I can use to describe Mr. Mike Arnoni there.
100%.
Jason, any
Yeah,
questions
I
for
gotta agree with you. Evan. That was a cool performance by Arnoni.
Yep.
We know that Arnoni can play the game. That is apparent. He has lost his last 2 matches here, but he's lost his 2 matches against our highest ranked competitor and our second highest ranked competitor. So he's no slouch. He's no scrub. We know that Mike Arnoni is in here. And the reason that he got those last 2 matches this way is because after his first 2 performances, he shot himself up the ladder immediately. That doesn't happen for everybody. Not everybody can come out and just get 2 wins right off the bat. So Mike, I got to say for you, obviously you're going to be back here soon, but I was wondering something specific. Do you think that if you maybe were playing in a team style and you had a teammate maybe to answer some of those questions that you might leave off the board, or maybe just someone to talk to between questions and get other ideas from, how do you think you'd play in that sense?
Absolutely. I think always having someone to like bounce any ideas off of, or I mean, that goes like, it depends on who I would pick or be matched up with, obviously. Like, I know Caleb wouldn't really probably know a lot of stuff, no offense. But, I mean, I don't know. I definitely, a teammate setting would definitely, I'm not help, but it would add another ripple to the game where it's like, you know, if I'm not so, like, that Bob Zemeckis one, like, I probably would have got a confirmation, and then I wouldn't have been like, "Oh, I don't know, I wanted to change it," like, you know. So,
and
definitely,
the viewers at home, he was trashing Caleb Malone, and not one of the 3 Calebs. The
yeah,
other Calebs
sorry, there's so many of them now.
Running around. You have lots of Calebs running around.
So Mike Arnoni was trashing Caleb Malone, and you know,
my good friend. It's all in love.
Before
all
we
in
heard
good
what he had
love.
to say. So, yeah, Chase, that Mike, he put in a great performance today. Genuinely, he did.
Absolutely.
I appreciate the kind words.
Also had a fantastic performance by Michael Muha. The rust is did not happen. We saw a nice lightning performance by Michael Muha in all of the rounds here. He did lose that challenge in the first round, so you don't know if that was going to shake him up or make him stumble anymore. But he surely didn't in that second round. He cashed in on most of his questions there, and he did pretty well. We got to give him lots of respect for the gameplay today. Michael, how are you feeling after your first game back in a while?
I feel pretty good. Yeah, I think part of the difficulty is trying to answer questions about movies that had other movies with the same name. Because I answered for the Halloween one, I answered the director for the newer Halloween movies, not the ones that happened that nobody saw, that were terrible. I answered David Gordon Green, who's directing all of the newer ones with Jamie Lee Curtis. And then Stephen King's It. I mean, I literally thought that was on one of the movie posters, so that's why I said that, because I thought that you guys were going to be like, it's not It, it's Stephen King's It. Otherwise, I just would have wrote It. So I tend to overthink things in my practice, but I also I tend to overthink things a lot in things like this. So if anything, I probably just need to write down my gut answer rather than just having to think about it. But I feel pretty good. You know, I'm not a real big trash talker. I don't really believe in that, just frankly, because it usually is that if I start trash talking, I end up losing, and I'd rather be the guy that is stoic and just says, "Hey, I'm happy to be here." But I have to say, you know, you got all these new guys coming around. I mean, I know that they have to, you know, get their feet wet at the cheap seats, but I'm here and I'm ready to go. So, I mean, they can play some more matches with everybody else. You know, Mike Arnoni is a great competitor. So maybe Mike can play one of the Calebs, or Adam can play one of the Calebs. But in the end, I'm up top and I'm waiting, and I'm the top dog right now. And
Mr. Muha, if you don't mind me interrupting, if I get this correctly, are you saying that both the newcomers, Max Cianci, anyone that comes in new to this league, they have to work their way up towards you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to make it clear there, Chase.
Absolutely.
He sounded confident.
I want them to get their feet wet with the cheap seats, and then they keep knocking on my door, and I'll answer. But
I mean, it only seems fair,
because that's where the trash talking stops. Because I have respect for all my competitors. I don't like to talk shit, I guess you could say. I'm just hey, just bring it. and I'll post my Bane gifts to left and right. And you know, Chase, I wanted to ask you, and I'm breaking the surprise here, but I was thinking about playing that Dark Knight Rises soundtrack and walking in with the Bane mask on. I need to get one. But are you going to get copyright struck if I play that in a parody? Because
Probably so.
I know copyright law and I know fair use, but that's where it's like a little hazy, you know.
We very well may. I mean, we have you guys who, if you watch these episodes, if you watch the other shows on our network, we have Jake Andrewski, JA on the track, who does create original music. So maybe we could get him to create Michael Muha theme. I mean, he is the number 1 ranked competitor. So, I mean, the guy kind of deserves a theme, maybe of the Dark Knight Rises variety, a little dashy, brah, in our faces. So, I mean, that definitely could happen down the line. I don't see why it couldn't.
Mike, it was a good time playing with you.
Yeah.
And I look forward to watching more matches with you and keep going.
Good game.
Well said by the two of you guys. Again, thank
Great
you,
game, guys.
Michael, and thank you, Mike, for being here. We're going to drop you guys out. Thanks a lot for being here. Evan and I are going to wrap up the show and talk about you guys in private. Evan.
Woo-hoo-y. Whoa.
Listen, man, we heard a lot go on there. We saw some great competition. These matches are the reasons why we do this. These matches are the reasons that you and I put an effort to the Cheap Seats movie trivia. We call these matches. We bring these people out. We have them compete because of this. This was incredible to watch. How are you feeling after?
Chase, we called it coming in. I've said it multiple times. Both these guys were ranked at the top of the standings for a reason. You know, they did not disappoint. I was genuinely impressed with Mr. Mike Arnoni. In that round 2, Muha came and really stomped it in on that first round of questions for himself. Arnoni only lost 1 in his round, but, you know, made up a little ground and made it a manageable situation going into round 3, which, hey, as we've seen, that might be the best case scenario you're looking for after round 2, because we've seen some blowouts happen that round. He did a great job. He navigated, you know, he made it to the last question, the 5-point question. Those are 5-pointers for a reason. They're pretty tough. He answered lasagna. We were looking for sauce. He just didn't have the right ingredients today, but it was close.
That's the thing, Evan. There's so many close moments, and I guess they say close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but I think you should add the Cheap Seats movie trivia to that list, because this surely counted today for Mike Arnoni. Nobody is going to watch this match and think that Mike Arnoni lost 2 in a row. He can't hang. He can't do this. He's one of the most serious players we have in this league. One of the biggest threats we have in this league. I don't want that to be taken away from him because of this loss today. What we're going to have to do is match him up against the lower ranked competitors now and see if he can mow through them. And I don't know, Evan, who knows here? We may be getting into pay-per-view territory here, because Arnoni is hot. Muha is hot. Koska is hot. Koska hasn't lost since playing Michael Muha. Yeah. So there's a lot of big things going on here, Evan. And I'm excited to see it all unfold.
And yeah, like Chase, like you said, you know, we got a lot of people coming in here. They're hot. They're ready to go. But Muha proved today why he sits atop the movie trivia mountain. You know, he said he doesn't like to brag. He doesn't like to talk his crap, but he is spitting straight facts. And he called out all those newcomers, called out everyone entering this league, saying, if you want a shot at me, work your way up, son, because I don't take on newcomers until you prove that you're worth it. And today he proved why he can take that stand, why he can stand on that soapbox, and why he is the best competitor we have right now on the Cheap Seats movie trivia.
Evan, you speak well, my friend, and it's absolutely true. I wonder if now from this point, people are going to see this match. They're going to see the way they play against each other. They're going to hear us talking about them afterwards. And I think people are going to want that flavor too. I mean, you can get a long way in this league by, being entertaining and having a good time. But if you get those wins in, and if you have these hard-fought matches like this, your names are going to be on our tongue for a very long time, and we're going to want to put you at the forefront. We're going to want you to be the faces of this league, the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia.
Yeah, I hate to put a little downer on this whole situation we got going here, but do not forget what Mr. Caleb Malone said at the beginning of this video. The people at the bottom deserve chances too. Let's not just focus on the top. Let's not push only one or two guys here. We all want matches. We all want to be a part of this. And Chase, that's your job to let that happen. So, just a little reminder, just saying, we're cool. We're good. Just a reminder.
It always comes back to Caleb Malone, doesn't it? Evan, yeah, you know what? You're right, man. I have some things to think about. You're right. I guess I can't put all the focus at the top dogs, but I don't know, man. We're gonna have to go to the drawing boards and see what's up. But I do hear what you're saying. I do hear you, and I think that you're making a lot of sense. So brain's gonna be working, man. I promise you that. I promise you that. But Evan, where can the people find us out there? Where can they get more matches? Where can they get more matches, action, and where can they get other content?
Guys, it was on the tip of my tongue. This whole time I've been wanting to tell you where to find us, but we saved it till the end so you can enjoy the good stuff we got here, the good sauce. And here we go. We are on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, we are there. And while you're there, on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, rate us, comment, subscribe, share us with like 2 friends. 2. That's it. That's it. Just 2. Send it to 2 people. I don't care who it is. It could be a grandma. It could be your aunt. It could be your best friend from back home. It could be your pen pal that lives in Nicaragua. I don't care. Get us out there. Show us to people because we just want to spread that love. We want to show how good this movie trivia league can be. And we're trying our best. We love you guys. Thank you.
I mean, shout out to Evan for trying to expand our fan base to Nicaragua of all places. Thank you, man. You're the guy. You're the guy that we should be paying attention to. That's why you won those consecutive best co-host awards. That's why, man. Yes. That is absolutely the truth. Evan, thank you for being here today. As you guys know, I am Chase Brown. That has been Evan Boffman. We had Michael Arnoni versus Michael Muha on the Cheap Seats today. Watch out for more matches. They air every Monday and Friday on the channel.
Everyone.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
every Monday. Good. Mondays suck, but they don't need more because we got you. Fridays are great. Guess what? They're even greater because we got you. Let's go.
True. And if you guys are looking for somewhere to go, join us here in the Cheap Seats because there's plenty of room. Have a good night, everybody.